Sergio Matos says, could you please explain the meaning of a word often used in politics? It's double down. Now, my understanding is that this comes from, I don't know if you've ever played it, blackjack. Blackjack is a card game, right? And when you play card games like poker, blackjack, you gamble. You bet money in the hopes that you have the best cards so that you can win more money. Gambling. Okay. Now, in blackjack, doubling down is, I don't know everything about the game, the details. I haven't played it in a very long time. But it's basically when you're able to, with the current cards you have, get another card and add to the bet you've already made. So usually you make your bets before you get the cards, right? You put your money in that you're going to gamble before. But doubling down allows you to, when you have your cards, to add money, double what you've already bet. So if you've bet 20, then you bet 40. So really what you're doing there is in a potentially very dangerous situation, because if you go over 21, you lose, right? In a potentially dangerous situation, you take a big risk. Now, it could be used that way in spoken English. We're talking about politics here. What people usually mean when they say to double down on something is, and it could be related to risk, when someone has done something, or often especially said something, that is being criticized, and then people say, oh, you said that thing, you should apologize, never say it again. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, everyone, I shouldn't have said it, please forgive me. Instead of doing that, you say, no, that is what I meant. And furthermore, and then you add on top of that another controversial thing that may be related to the thing you said before. So that's the reason you hear it in politics. Some very outspoken politicians will double down on controversial opinions that people want them to apologize for. Now, that could be good or could be bad. Maybe you're brave and people have criticized you for your beliefs. You've said something about what you believe. And then instead of apologizing for it, you say, and I also think this, right? Not only do I think that, what would be a good example? Oh, how about this, right? I think that healthcare should be universal for everybody. Okay. Now, in many countries it is. In the United States, it's not. You have to have insurance through your company. It's very expensive. So if I were a politician, I would say, I believe that healthcare should be available to everyone for free. Public healthcare. And someone says, what about the cost? You're so unreasonable. What about how expensive it is? And I say, well, not only do I think what I said before, I also think that private hospitals should be shut down and private insurance should not be allowed. Now, I'm not saying that's my real opinion, but just for example. So I go even farther and add something to it. I confirm my previous opinion. I don't change what I said. And I've now added something to it. Right? Or maybe it's something closely related. Like, not only do I think that, I also think that the money should come from the military. Look how much money we spend on tanks and guns and airplanes. Not only do I think we should have free universal health care, that is my real opinion, by the way, I also think that we should take that money from the military. The money that we're spending on the military, spend it on health care. That would be an example of doubling down. Okay? So that's maybe the political context. Could it be used for negative things? More negative. Yeah, sure. It just means you added to that. And usually it's after people have criticized you or told you not to say something. Or sometimes do something. You could talk about actions as well, right? And usually people have a strong personality when they say that and can ignore criticism. That's usually how it's used. Sergio, good question. Thank you very much for asking. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to check out my courses in the links in the description. And also, if you want to see future videos, subscribe. Subscribe!